Right, day 3, we've got the Freelander 2 in the workshop, we've got it all clean, we've got it MOT'd, so now we're going to take it apart and have a look what is really wrong with it. So we got a better understanding of what's happened in the crash now. So if you look at this front cross member here, this is the sort of impact member and it's supposed to take the force, and it's done it pretty well. You can see it's sort of, it looks like it must have hit a lamppost, but you can see it's straight across there. But it hasn't hit this main chassis leg here, which is where your airbag sensor is. So it didn't set the airbags off because it just missed it by a couple of inches, and it's gone in here. That horn was pushed into the radiator a little bit, which was maybe why this horn was squealing and making weird noises on the MOT. So I'll get the horn adjusted. I'm going to get this cross member off. It looks like I'll have to take the air deflector off. The front bumper, I did a video years ago for that. I'll try and find it and put the link up there. The front bumper came off really easily. 4 screws along the top, a couple of screws at the bottom, the bottom mud flap screws, and it was off. I'll disconnect it now. You can see I've got this main connector here because we need to put a new front bumper on. I'll do that and then disconnect the hoses on that. Because this car's got the xenon headlights, it's got the windscreen washers on here. You only have this if you've got the xenon headlights, because it's the HSE, it's got the xenon. This headlight obviously took some impact, but there seems to be no damage to the air box, the air filter box here, or anything else here. This plate here, which is the bottom plate, looks broken, so I'll have to get the part numbers for that. Other than that, we're not looking too bad. So let me whip this off, get this bumper out of the way. So there's the bits I've taken off. I need to look at the headlight, the under tray there, number plate. So again, that was only a 15-minute job, that. So we stripped it down a bit more. I say we, I have. So I've taken the air deflectors, both of which are undamaged, which is good. So that's revealed a bit more. You can see the intercooler. Don't know whether I'll get away with that. Those horns, where those horns pushed in, they've gone into this front radiator, which is the aircon condenser. But whether that is gone through or not, or whether I'll be lucky on that, I don't know. I think because it looks like the main impact was just between the fins. Imagine me being lucky. Right, what else have we got? There is a little radiator support at the top here. You can see the radiator is wobbling there. There should be a little plastic bracket. You can see it on this side here. And that bolts in from round behind here. I don't know if we'll be able to see it. Yeah, we can see it. It's this one here. We sell those on the website, so I'll go and book one of those out of stock. So it's just that bracket. Now the other thing is, I haven't yet worked out, is on this same side, there is a little bit under here that's supposed to be the bottom mount. It's a bit dark, sorry. But you can see, I can move that backwards and forwards. But I think there's a hole up underneath. I think if I put a screw into the plastic bracket, I think I'll be alright. But other than that, the intercooler, which you would have thought being right out the front, would take some of the brunt, looks fine. The main chassis legs look fine. So I'm going to go and have a look on eBay, and I'm also going to have a look, because sometimes parts from Land Rover are quite inexpensive, and some parts are ridiculously expensive. So I'm going to go and have a look, and I might do a video showing you how to look up part numbers if you haven't got access to Topics. But I'll have to get George to help me, because it's one of those ones where I'll have to do it on the screen. And I'll have to do a screen capture thing, but I'll try and get George to help me on that. So I think that's today's update. So the other thing I'm going to go and have a word with management about is buying a steam cleaner. I think I'm going to treat myself to a Karcher steam cleaner, because I could steam clean all this off. And also, those of you who've been following, the poor disc, the G4, he's stinking underneath. So if I can get a good steam cleaner and give him a good clean, I think I'll be doing all right. So there we go, Freelander 2. I'm still amazed how lucky I was to get that for the money. We got MOT, so if I can get those bits on. So let's have a look. We've got everything here taken off. So there you go. There's the front cross member there. You can see the dent. Obviously, we need a new front bumper. The fog lights seem all right, but I might upgrade it to the DRL fog lights. So I've got a couple of people asking me how to wire in the DRL fog lamps on the Freelander 2. So I'm going to have a look at that today. people are hassling me on that, and I've been a bit rubbish, so I apologise for that. I'll get onto that today. Oddly, the other thing that's broken was the pipe for the headlight washer, because we got the Xenon headlights, got trapped in the crash, and you can see there, it's just sort of severed the pipe, so I've got to get a new bit of pipe. The actual washer is fine, so that's all good. And then there was this plate here, which is the sort of headlight base dock. We've got to get the headlight. I've had a look around it, so you can see this is the Xenon type because it's got this sort of glass eye in it, and that's your dip beam. It's only the top mounts that are broken. Remarkably, everything else, I think you can get the bottom mount, but everything else seems remarkably okay. I mean, said it's a Xenon one, but there's no HID pack on the bottom. I might be mistaken there. Let me just have a look inside. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if I can do this single hand. Oh yeah, I can. So no, it's not HID. It looks like it, but no, it's just a H11 bulb in there. So it's not even it's like a HID look. So it doesn't need to have the headlight washers on this car. So there we go. I learn something every day. Right. So I'm going to go and have a look what bits I need and get those on order, and then we can get this finished off. Right, so I've got a screw and I've just put it up here. I know it might seem a bit bodgery, but what can I get? Am I going to get in the way of my own? Right, there you go. You can see I just put a 4-inch screw up, and you can see actually it's just come out the top there. I'll put an arrow when I edit it. But that's now completely solid. So just for the sake of a plastic peg shearing off, I can't see that is a problem there. So I've put that in. I've now got the bracket here. So this is the new bracket that I need for fixing that. Luckily we got these on the website, so I just have to run upstairs to the warehouse, put one of those out. So let's undo that bolt at the top here. So it's the bolt. You can see the broken off bit again. I'll put the arrow on because I've only got one set of hands today. So I'll take that 10mm bolt in, and then that peg should locate in the little hole on the top. So let me put that on and I'll show you that. Alright, so that's what the new bracket looks like, and they're the same left and right, so they're not handed. Yeah, they're a little asymmetric in design, but and then what you can do is the hole is slotted. Hopefully you can see this, and then you can get that peg in, slotted in there, and then I just need to put that top bolt in, and I'm away to go. And that's my radiator remounted then. So that's the radiator all remounted now, and that's all now secure. So hopefully we're okay with the aircon rad. Hopefully there's nothing broken there. I'm going to put the air deflectors back on, and then we're all just waiting for those bits to come in.